Hey everybody, it's Killing Cash here. Another segment. You know, I always want to teach something when I come on and be of a benefit. And today I want to talk about the yellow fever vaccine. Now, why is this important? This is important. And thank you for everybody for tuning in, Facebook Live, YouTube, Anchor FM, /Kellen Cash. It's important because some countries, like Cameroon, require the yellow fever vaccine. Now, in America, most people, have had all the vaccines that are needed to go to school. There are some people who are against vaccines, and some people go to homeschool and they don't need vaccines, but most people get the vaccines that they need. Now, to go to Cameroon, we're going to Cameroon, you need to have proof of your yellow fever vaccine. I know I've had it. I believe it's been in the past 10 years, but guess what? I've traveled and moved around so much and so many doctors, I can't prove it. So I need to get it. And I need to make sure my kids have it. I need to make sure my wife has it. And I believe hers is even up since the last time she had it. So we have to do that. So I'm showing you the CDC website that talks about the yellow fever, and it can educate you more than I can ever do on yellow fever vaccine. There's also even a place, where if you Google it, I don't have to do it for you. You can see from which country you need, certain shots. Like I could just type in Cameroon travel. I did it for Ethiopia for when I go to Ethiopia, and Ethiopia is so great that if you are coming from the States, you they recommend all this, but you're not required. Cameroon makes you do it. And Cameroon makes you do it even if you are coming from, like if you're a Cameroonian and you go to Senegal and you stay for Senegal for too long, like let's say a month, they'll make sure you can prove that yellow fever card. So they're real strict on that. They don't play on that yellow fever, which is a great thing, right? The problem is it's on back order. So you need the yellow fever alternative. And here in Seattle, Washington, that has not been easy to get for the time period that I want to get it at. So I'll show you real quick for those of you who can see, you Google that real quick. You can see right here, Cameroon. You can learn all about it. People say, hey, where are you going to be in Cameroon? We're going to be all through the country. Yaoundé to Bamenda, Limbe, Kribi, all of it. We're going to, of course, we'll see Douala. I already answered the question. I heard it. We will be there for sure. So click right there to your right hand, and you can see what you need. They recommend what you have to have. As you see for Cameroon, required if traveling, it's required. And then it tells you right here that it's not available or it's very limited in the States. I had to use the hookup, man. I had to use, the real hookup to get the vaccine for the time we needed it, because this trip it's not last minute at all. But there were some things that had to get approved and didn't have 3 to 6 months to think about it. So that's how you do it on that. Now, let me show you something real quick, because you say, well, that's Cameroon. I'm going to show you the difference between Ethiopia when I will be in Ethiopia. So, right here, same thing. Vaccines. And, it says make sure everything is up, but nothing is recommended. And you'll see that for yourself. So I say all that to say, if you're going to go to a country, get your vaccines as early as possible. Maybe even get your vaccines or your appointment before you buy your ticket. If I could do it all again, maybe that's how I would have done it. Because for Cameroon at least, you need to have your yellow card before they even give you your visa. They're not playing with that. And so, your visa can take, up to a month. Says 7 or 10 days, but it can take up to a month to get back to you. And depending on when you're leaving, you may or may not have time for that. So I always want to educate you guys on, what's going on with that. Yellow fever, all of the vaccines you can afford, some of them could be expensive. I was going to get charged at one place for all four of us, over $1,000. And a lot of big part of that was the consultation. They charge $180 per person at certain places for the consultation. Now, I didn't go at that place, and I found it even cheaper. And then there's even a way, if you can get your doctor to write you a script, which was the hookup for us. Get your doctor to write a script, and you can waive that consultation fee, because they haven't been there, and they're going to tell you just what's on the CDC website, right? Plus, what are they going to tell my kids that they can't tell me? My kids are little, so it's just a way for them to get money. So that can save you some money. Insurance may or may not cover it, depending on your insurance, but it can cost anywhere between $400 and something to over $1,000. So make sure you shop around, and because I don't want them to be eating your money. The yellow fever shot itself is could be $60 if you just get it the right way and don't have to go through all that consultation. Now, see, this is the thing though, what they're doing. Some places, I think this was Bartell's, because they only have the yellow fever alternative. They're the only ones who can write that script. So that's the jug on that, Be aware, because you want to have more money to travel and all this, your visas cost money. I think I did a video on that already. You can go on youtube.com/Kellen Cash, that's Cash with the K, and see what those visas are hitting for. We always want to bring you content that can benefit you, whether it's me talking about it on this platform or if I'm uploading something. It's always to benefit you, because you need to travel out of the country. People complain in the United States about their area, about their living, but then they hear about these paradises, see them on HGTV, shout out, and it's like people are living better. And you could too, but you got to know where to invest your time and money. If you don't think it's in America for whatever reason, you need to find where your paradise is. So I've given you the info, given you the game on vaccines, travel. And if you look at my channels, and if you're on Anchor FM, you look at the Anchor FM channel, you're going to hear content that can really just help you, benefit you. So that's that. I'm going to go, because I'm never long-winded, only here to do what I can do for you. So God bless y'all. We're going to talk later if I have some more, to talk about.